What's up, fight fans? In today's video, we've got some wild updates from the world of combat sports. First, some bad news. According to journalist Kevin Eole, the highly anticipated UFC 317 fight between Khamzat Chimaev and middleweight champ Dricus du Plessis might be in serious trouble due to rumors of an injury to du Plessis. While nothing is officially confirmed, there's speculation the fight could be cancelled, and Chimaev was reportedly furious when he heard the news, calling du Plessis the biggest bullshit on social media. In the midst of the drama, Caio Borralho stepped in and offered to fight Chimaev for the interim title if du Plessis is indeed out. Meanwhile, there's some good news. Islam Makhachev's dream of becoming a double champ might finally be coming true. Also, Dana White got booed by a crowd of 61,000 fans at WrestleMania, and Paddy Pimblett shocked everyone by revealing he's already gained 42 pounds just 1 week after UFC 314. Stick around, we've got all that and more. And when the time comes, it'll be Khamzat Chimaev's big chance to finally grab that belt. But even if he wins, keeping it won't be easy. Fans are eager to see the old Chimaev, the aggressive, dominant force who took the UFC by storm, but lately, many feel he's been less active both in and out of the octagon, which is starting to cost him some fan support. Chimaev is still a beast, no one doubts his skills, but the big question is whether he'll step up and deliver the performances fans are craving. For now, we're just hoping the injury rumors about du Plessis aren't true, so we can finally see this fight happen. In other news, it looks like Islam Makhachev's dream of becoming a double champ is starting to come together, as new plans have emerged following the announcement of the Belal Muhammad vs Jack Della Maddalena fight. Makhachev finds himself in a tricky situation. He's long wanted to move up and claim the welterweight title, but that belt might soon belong to his close friend, Belal Muhammad. Islam has no interest in challenging a friend, so while he's certainly not rooting against Belal, he also knows that if Belal wins, his own path to 170 is effectively blocked. On the other hand, if Jack Della Maddalena pulls off the upset at UFC 315, the door could swing wide open. Interestingly, JDM has already expressed interest in facing Makhachev, saying on the Grin Reapers podcast that if he beats Belal, he'd be down to defend the belt against Islam. Not just for the challenge, but for payback on behalf of Alexander Volkanovski, who was defeated by Makhachev, making it personal.
Yeah. And he even wants to come get your...
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Come have a taste of the Della, right?
How fucking crazy is that if it, how things can move. You beat Belal, then Islam comes up and you can ice him.
Yeah.
That would be amazing.
Volkanovski.
Yeah.
You'll be the most hated man in the Middle East.
You know, anything's possible, eh? They get through below, and then I think, yeah, I guess.
Chipotle versus Islam Makhachev, that should be the fight. If that doesn't happen, if Islam sticks to his guns, if he was to say, no, I'm not doing that, I refuse, okay, and if anything, I want to fight the winner of Jack Della Maddalena versus Belal Muhammad. If he was to do that, because he is such a great champion, because he has taken short notice fights, because he's the most successful lightweight on planet Earth in the history of the sport, there ain't going to be any crazy talks of stripping Islam Makhachev. That just isn't going to happen.
I know you stop saying, oh, I don't want to fight small guys, but what's going on? You guys the biggest name
right now. Yeah. I think it's pretty. Why are they doing the fight? Literally the fight today. Like, Islam's already walked through the way.
Yeah, he beat Arman, he beat KG.
The whole division. Yeah, clearly it's only 5%. I think you're both phenomenal fighters. It's the fight that I want.
It's not gonna be easy fight for Ilya, but that's the fight it's so stupid to. Let's say, Ilya is my friend, I love him, but it's gonna be stupid if he fights Oliveira if he lost against Oliveira.
It's not just your friend, you earn the shot.
Yeah, right, exactly.
But that's clearly the guy to get.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
size difference between Ilya and Islam. So 145 versus a 155. Do 45 pounders and 55 pounders not know? You weigh the same thing. You're talking a 10-pound spread in the worst of cases. Are you aware that Muhammad Ali, when he was the heavyweight champion of the world, weighed 198 pounds? George St. Pierre versus Michael Bisping comes to mind. Lighter of the two, George St. Pierre, winner. I don't know how Ilya would do with Islam. I'm just blown away by the analysis that he would have no chance. That's very strong language. What piece of history are you basing an advantage to the larger guy? I would love an answer. Tell me a time that the lighter guy got outmanned. Every wrestler knows the hardest guy to take on is the top guy from one weight class below you.
Basically,
There's even more drama unfolding. As you know, Ilia Topuria recently moved up from featherweight and is now eyeing a shot at the lightweight belt. But Islam Makhachev doesn't seem too interested, feeling that Topuria hasn't truly proven himself at 155 yet. So here's the big question. Could the UFC actually strip Makhachev of his title if he refuses to fight Topuria? According to Michael Bisping, probably not. He recently addressed the situation on his YouTube channel, explaining that the UFC is unlikely to take the belt away from Islam just for turning down that
the
particular
possibility about you fighting Islam instead of
I fight anyone, I'm a fighter. I like to fight, but it's gonna be a tough, it's gonna be a hard fight because Islam, I think Islam is much better than Belal Muhammad, better thing. I don't know if he's better fighter, but it's much more harder win the fight against Makhachev than Belal Muhammad, because he's good on striking, he's good on the ground. But I think Belal Muhammad have a really good level on wrestling, I think his mindset is really good. He's just keep going, he never give up. Well, it is what it is, when I'm gonna fight for the belt, I don't care who is a champ or who gonna be a champ. I'm just gonna step in the cage and
Basically, unless something unexpected happens, Makhachev's title is safe for now.
Say that you do. Volk, you're champion. You have 3 title defenses. What would a fight like you and Islam Makhachev look like?
Me and Islam?
Yeah. Would you move up to 155? And if you did, what do you think a fight like?
This guy can kill me.
Really?
I respect that.
I respect that.
So,
What is it that makes him so special?
because he's my older brother, never gonna fight him.
Fair enough. Like Aljo and Marab, kind of,
Yeah, people wanna see fights of like big level guys, but when they're close to each other, when they're brothers, so I don't think that's a good idea to make them face.
Who is the best fighter in the UFC right now?
Best fighter in the UFC right now is Islam Makhachev.
Who is the best UFC fighter on the fight?
Prime Conor McGregor. That's different from current.
Who's the best opponent that you face?
Anderson Silva or George St. Pierre.
What's the best moment of your career?
Best moment of my career was winning the belt, obviously, UFC 199, Inglewood, California.
What is the best KO in UFC history?
Best knockout in UFC history. Might have been when I got knocked out unconscious in UFC 100. I was on the receiving end. But outside of that, Joaquin Buckley, when he did that jumping spinning kick, that was ridiculous. There's too many.
What's the best UFC event you've ever seen?
Probably the first one I ever went to. I'd just been on The Ultimate Fighter. I'd never been to a UFC. I got flown out to UFC 59, the first one I'd ever seen live. I could not believe it. The atmosphere was unbelievable. And I could not believe that I was about to embark on a career doing this. I'd never even seen it before.
The best UFC fighter.
In a recent appearance on the Overdogs podcast, Movsar Evloev expressed deep respect for Islam Makhachev, referring to him as his older brother and making it clear that he would never consider fighting him.
Sunday, I had about 5 milkshakes after the fight. This morning I woke up like 198, which is fast. That's about the heaviest I guess in the States. It makes me into a machine. I'm just massive in the States. Right. In the States, and then still that much of me Coca-Cola left, and they come over and say, "Can I put a brand new one down?" I'm just like, full Coke. Whatever's getting offered, you take it. I love fighting. The one thing I don't think any of us like doing is making weight.
Many fans believe the UFC keeps missing out on the biggest fights, and frustration is boiling over. One fan summed it up by saying, "I'm so tired of the UFC and all the bull going on right now. Just make something happen, Dana." Another added, "Dana opened Pandora's box when he let John Jones mess around at heavyweight for so long. Now all the champs are doing the same, picking their spots and slowing everything down." This growing frustration is likely why Dana White has been getting booed and yelled at by fans lately. In fact, he was booed not once but twice at WrestleMania on Saturday night in Vegas, where he introduced WrestleMania 41 with an opening video titled City of Dreamers in front of over 61,000 people. Meanwhile, Paddy Pimblett shocked fans by revealing he's already packed on 42 pounds just 1 week after UFC.
I would have to go GSP. Anthony Nagano, Francis Nagano, we gotta go power with that guy. It's a tough one. Cause I don't want somebody who's soul movement, you know? I can't think of everyone, so I'm just gonna plug myself in. I guess for the stamina machine that everybody keeps talking about right now would have to be Marab, so Marab Stamina. I put myself in there. I mean, you gotta go with the best boxer in the UFC, so takedown defense, grappling defense, and defense of a stand-up, I'd go John Jones. Let's go Mighty Mouse there. He has one of the sickest celebrations, so this fighter is gonna be a world champion. I defended a bunch of times.
Hey, come here. Did you just push him?
Yeah, he pushed me.
What?
He pushed me.
Hey, he got the camera. He didn't push you.
All right.
Get the fuck out of here if I'll fuck you up. I watched everything. You a fucking... Hey, don't you ever touch my fucking cameraman.
You like that?
Guess what? He pushed this guy for no reason. I saw everything. It's on fucking camera. It's on camera. It's on camera. It's on camera.
Oh, yeah.
It's on
Max
camera.
Holloway recently shared his version of the perfect fighter, and the combination he came up with might
It's a real
surprise
frying
you.
pan, look. Straight in. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Does he do? He like rolls it up, doesn't he?
Just to show how strong your hands are, Tom Aspinall. How we ran in that off.
I think we'll leave it there. That's it. Like I said, we got some more MMA stuff coming. No, we're crushing this team. Give me a fight. Give me a fight. Somebody give me a fight.
Someone needs to know what stay tuned means.
Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Because there is fight news coming soon. But in the meantime, I guess we'll be crushing apples.
Rampage Jackson was live streaming at a bar with his cameraman when things took a wild turn. Some random guy came over and shoved the cameraman, and Rampage wasn't having it. He immediately stepped in and personally threw the guy out of the bar.